Once you've started to change the way you're living your life, you can go one step further to bring about change in your community. Your community can provide the ideal forum to discuss climate change, tackle local issues, and present your concerns to your local government representatives. If they care about your vote, then politicians will listen and act.
A real problem in trying to address the degradation that reefs are facing is galvanising local support to do something about it and solve some of the problems and pressure politicians to make better decisions.
Starts with 2 people and then you just grow into a community that's doing something, and soon you find out that there's organisations all over the world, there's groups out there that are thinking the same way, that are trying to help you do this. Sometimes grassroots are the way that a project starts, and so no one's ever thought of it. But once a politician hears about it, quite often they want to be involved, and politicians want to help a community. So if a project starts and there's enough people, then that's all that it takes to get a politician's interest.
One of the most important things we can do is simply educate people. I had the good fortune of sitting down with 200 fishermen in Belize once, and I talked about parrotfish and what they do and how the whole reef functions, and everybody got on board with the parrotfish way of life, and it created a lot of sort of empathy about things. But more importantly, the fishermen realised at that point that parrotfish actually conducted an important role on those reefs. Once they had that information, they discussed it amongst themselves and decided to take a recommendation to the fisheries department to ban their exploitation. And this was a remarkable outcome because they're going to be the people that are going to pay a cost for that in the short term by not fishing them themselves. But it just goes to show that, people are smart. If they have the right information, they can make very sensible decisions for their own benefit in the long term.
Another great example of grassroots movement making huge differences is Project Aware's clean-up days, and they'll do this clean-up of the reef day where they get all their local divers to come, and they'll dive specifically to go and clean any rubbish up that's on a reef. That would have taken one person to think, well, this reef's a bit dirty, let's start cleaning it up. And then just transforming that into a bit of a campaign so people can join in, because it's something that gave them joy and something that gave them something of value to do in their community.
One of the things which it's very easy to do is to sink back into a feeling of, well, somebody else is dealing with this. It's the government's job. They're cutting carbon emissions now, and that's fine, and I don't need to do anything about it. In fact, this really needs to be a team effort which starts from home. Do something which you can show to yourself in the future, and you can show to your children, I made an effort, where we're helping each other to build a better future.